Morning. I do understand the criticism. Some people don't like the fact that I play too many video games, and they want to hear my takes on political events, which is something that I will try to do later today. So probably the same time as usual, I will try to have like another political stream. My sleeping schedule is out of whack. Okay, so there's no way I can talk about politics at 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't want to start my day off on the wrong foot. And I don't think you guys want to end your day or start your day with depressing stuff. So, right. Would be nice if I could do both, talk about politics and play Street Fighter, but kind of difficult. Especially when you're at the rank I am, it requires a lot of focus. So, morning, Brian. Hello, Tomcat and Tetrium. How's it going? Going to watch some players get humiliated, or will I be humiliated? Who knows? Are there ranks above Diamond? Yes, you get Master. So, it's interesting. Like, when you're below Diamond, you can only play people 1 star below or above you. So like if you're in gold 3 stars, you're only going to play against people in gold 2 and gold 4. When you're in diamond, you play everyone in diamond, so like 1 to 4 stars, that's the bracket. And I think sometimes like when you're diamond 4 or 3, you get to play people in masters. Personally, you know, the thing with ranks in most video games, they're kind of fun, because it's like, oh yeah, well, you're climbing the ranks and stuff. But like, at one point, it's very difficult to find a match. You find people that have really bad latency. And in order to keep playing, you kind of stop having fun. What I'm trying to say is that it's the same with chess. At one point, the game stops having like that randomized element of it, and it becomes like the meta. It's like, you need to do this, like, because no other option is better. And it's kind of breaking the game. But still, climbing there is what's nice. Like if I ever managed to get to masters with one character, I would probably stop playing. I would just pick another character. Yeah, it's kind of like you're addicted to seeing numbers on screen. But at one point, when you reach the top, it's not fun being at the top, you know? It's the journey that's the fun part. You're skydiving? That's so cool, Sir Elliot. Morning is 10 p.m. here. It's 7 a.m. here. Hello, V. In a Whataburger drive-thru. Oh, that's... Give me a burger as well. So, I don't know why it's not finding an opponent. I've been playing earlier and I didn't have this problem, but... Maybe one of you can get into the game, go to ranked, and it will be matching you against me. Ah, here we go. Let's see, we got a Rio. That's a pretty interesting match. Jury versus Rio. I'm gonna show you the foot. You guys want to see the foot? I'm gonna see the foot anyway. Look at the foot, chat. Look at the foot. There we go. Ooh. This guy likes to block. But you can't win the game by blocking, son. You gotta go to offensive. Did you see that shit, Rio? Did you see that shit? You didn't even know what's happening. You were like, should I block high? Should I block low? I don't know. I'll just die. Uh-oh. He stopped blocking, chat. He's trying cool shit. Unfortunately, none of the stuff is working. Oh, he dropped the combo. I think he's nervous, chat. don't get how he managed to get that because I pressed drive impact, so... Whatever. Fine, fine, you know, it is what it is. Like, you got it. Congratulations. I drink too much. I need the exhalation of free fall from 50,000 feet so I can control my heart and my head. You know, like, there's certain things that I generally, like, do not know what you're talking about because, like, I never went skydiving, so... The experience in itself is so alien that I don't even know what to compare it with. I bet it feels really good, though. What is this guy doing? I don't understand. Like, he's like the little engine that could. He keeps trying, but... Like, I can even read super chats while I'm playing against him. How the fuck did you get to Diamond, man? Actually, Platinum. Oof. I didn't feel it right. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just blocking and... It's just... committing suicide by jury. I need to make fighting games more accessible to women, but like, what do you do if women don't like violence? Like, that was literally how my mom chose, like, what movies we should watch, because I was the one that would go to the store to buy a VCR tape, and literally my mom was like, yeah, don't get movies with violence, and I'm like, okay. So, like, how do you get a person like that to like a fighting game, huh? And another question is like, do you need to have that type of person like a fighting game? This feels like work with this Ryu. Like, I'm not even getting engaged that much. I just block a little bit, just go in the Ultra Instinct, look at chat, see what chat is saying, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I should punish what he just did. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Oh shit, I dropped the combo. My grandmother died, V. I'll be busy for a while. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kaidrokai. The streams are not going to be the same without you. Without your Asian emojis, like they were the highlight of the day. I hope you managed to get through this event. I know it's fucked up because I had something similar happen, so. See? Kaidrakai's situation made me lose focus. But that's okay, I'll get it back. Who needs focus? But yeah, take care, Kaidrakai. Now I can't even shit talk this guy. Like, I'm a little bit depressed by what I heard. Alright. Yeah, we're so close to diamond, chat. So close I can feel it. I watched my grandmother die and fell down. It depends on the grandmother. You know, like there's several reasons why you can feel nothing when someone dies. I just, hold on, you know what? Real talk now. Real talk. I really dislike the fact that when someone passes away, you must feel grief. Because that's not how life works. And different people cope with grief different way. Like, some people can literally feel nothing, and I will not think that they're bad people. And there's reasons for it, right? So, maybe the person, despite the fact that they're a family member, maybe they were really mean to you, right? So, like, if someone is a dick to you, you can't rationalize the fact, well, they're a family member, so therefore, you know, no, it doesn't work like that. Secondly, maybe the person actually did live long, and at the end of their life, they were suffering a lot. Like, for example, my other grandmother, like, she couldn't see, she couldn't hear properly, like, she was stuck in bed. Like, what type of life is that? You know, like, she didn't like the life herself. So, like, when she passed away, most of the people in the family were like, well, at least it was over, you know, because, like, everyone dies at one point, so you gotta go. And the quality of life is just as important as, you know, living itself. Like, I think that, no, the quality of life is more important than living. So, when you're at the point where you're like, well, there's not going to be another good day, then what's the purpose? You know, like you're stuck in bed the whole day. You can't even wash yourself without help. You can't see, so you can't even watch television. Like, it's horrible, right? So when she passed away, I wouldn't think that the people in my family were evil people for saying, well, you know, at least she's over, like, she was over the age of 95. It's understandable, right? And then it's also the fact when you get used to the idea. So, if a person, like, you get, like, a lot of death in your family, you know, like, maybe 2 or 3 people die, one after another. So you're kind of used to the idea, you're kind of numb to it. That's another thing, you know, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that people experience grief different ways, and I wouldn't think that it's appropriate to say that someone is a bad person just because, like, their grandmother died and they didn't feel anything. So yes, it's my take on it. I don't feel bad when someone that's over 90 dies. Yeah, I mean, well, you can. It depends. Like, it depends on the person. Like, there are people at the age of 90, which are very conscientious. They're still funny. You know, their brain is functioning normally. Like, they're still up and about. And yeah, you know, like, if you're not bedridden, then it's different than if it's a person that cannot get out of bed, basically. Oh, Helen Keller. Oh my god. I remember Pippa actually deleted that stream. Kind of made you feel better. That's another thing, you know, like if a person becomes a burden, like they can't wash themselves, they can't do anything, like you have to assist them, you do your job, you know, but like, I would understand if I was in that position, like I'm old and I have like people taking care of me and stuff, and when I finally die, like some people feel better. It's like, well, you know, like at least I don't have to wash his ass anymore. Like I would understand it. Like I personally wouldn't feel it against that person who thinks like that. She used to beat my mother with the stick, so there's that. Yeah, well, as I mentioned before, like, if it's a bad person, just justifying it and saying, well, she's part of the family, so therefore... No, it doesn't work like that. Like, you know, you get a little bit of leeway for being family and being blood and related and stuff. But at what point does a person just abuse the kindness and become an asshole? And how longer do you need to tolerate them? Like, obviously, you know, it's important to have good relationships with people in your family, but there are certain assholes and certain people that go over the line and abuse that kindness that I can understand why someone would not like that individual. And this is true, by the way, even for very close kids, like mothers, fathers, sons. Like, for example, there was this story in China where this kid got a hold of his dad's credit card and spent $40,000 on a video game. Like, if that was my kid, I would call the cops on him. Fuck it, go to prison. I don't fucking care. You're not my son anymore. Like, 40 grand. Can you imagine that? You know, like, I understand, like, going into your mom's purse when you're, like, 14, and you took, like, I don't know, like, 20 bucks, so you can go and buy a beer with your friends or whatever. You know, like that's one thing. But when you're, like, 40 grand, like, the entire life savings. No, fuck it. Like, you're not my kid. Just call the cops. And the thing is, a lot of people would believe that what I'm saying is horrible. It's like, oh, why would you say it? It's like, dude, if you stole like 40 grand for me, like that kid is a criminal. That kid needs a correction. One that goes way and above what I can offer. I wouldn't even do a spanking, by the way, in that situation. Like, if I find out that my kid took 40 grand, that, like, spanking wouldn't even be on the table. It would be like, nope, call the cops. In America, you'd sue the company. I would do both. Kid is in jail, and I'm suing the company as well. That money was meant for, yeah, 10% for the big guy. That's the problem with the kid. You didn't give 10% to the big guy. No, but unironically, like, what would you do? You know, you got your entire life savings in an account, and then one day you find out that your kid stole your credit card and spent all the life saving on mobile games and shit. Like, what do you do? Because I also assume like you did have the talk with that before, you know, like you don't go from like not playing gacha games to spending 40k. So what do you do if your kid like all of a sudden just spends all your money, all your life savings? Why is the game having a difficulty in connecting, I wonder? See, chat doesn't even know what to do. Call the bank? But what if the bank can't do anything? Why can't I find any RPs in order on your channel? I don't know. Grant Amato spent $270,000 on a cam girl, and when they find out, they kill them all. I don't know, like, I think, like, parenting is also to blame. Like, how does that happen, you know? Usually it's the little emperor syndrome. Like, look it up. That's an actual thing in China. It didn't work for the guy that spent 120 grand on Diablo. Then he cried at Blizzard. Yeah. I mean, the company isn't to blame, right? Like, the company offers you a transaction. It's up to you to keep your credit card in check and make sure your kid doesn't take it. Like, if I knew I have a kid that has a gambling addiction, I would make sure I have a safe in my fucking house. I don't think you need to tell him the PIN code for your credit card. Like, it just works by having the numbers, right? Like, if you do an online transaction, you don't need the PIN code. At least not in my country. I don't know how it's in other places. Ouch. This Ryu is getting desperate. He doesn't appreciate the footsies game. I'm giving you quality footsies game, Ryu, and what do you do with it? What do you do with it? Nothing. You squander it. Yeah. Why do you play Ryu when Jury is the superior option? Hi V, condolences to Kai Drakai, we've all been there, yeah. Ouch. What the fuck? How did he? Dude, that shit is supposed to be invisible. Does he even know what to do? Oh, come on. The problem with this Ryu is he doesn't understand the fundamentals of the game, like... I don't even know how people get to platinum like this. The only way you can get it is if you win your placement matches. Like, why did he do that? Why did he do an air Tatsumaki there? It makes no fucking sense. How long would you go without checking your bank account? And usually banks call over if it's that much. Yeah, but by the time they call, it's probably too late, right? And I don't know the system they have in China, because this story happened in China. Oh. Alright, well, this guy probably is going to win. Fighting Guile is really not my strong suit. Alright, America versus South Korea. At least he doesn't have good reaction time, so that works in my favor. Wow. Really? So this is like a guy that's trying to learn to parry, but doesn't really understand what parrying is for or when you should use it. Which is fine, you know, like you gotta start getting up your reflexes for parrying. Did I got better, or am I being bashed against weaker opponents? The thing is, like, there's very few reasons to where I would defend giving a spanking, but stealing your parents' money, that probably constitutes one of them, because that's literally a crime, right? Like, if you don't teach your kid not to steal, what type of parenting are you doing? Like, that should be the bare minimum, you know? Oh, fuck, I see parrying constantly for. The problem with parrying is that you can't always punish. Like, if I do something unsafe and you patted it, there's a high chance you're not going to be able to punish it, so. You should at least attempt to get a perfect parry if you do that, but it's not even that rewarded in this game. Alright, if I win 2 more matches, I think I'm in diamond. I took my dad's credit card to buy Rebel Battle Armor when I was 12. I had to speak in a deep voice for his super sketchy phone service. Yeah. No, I do think that stealing money from parents should be a spanking. But the problem is, like, there are countries where it's illegal to spank your kids, so in that case, just call the cops. I don't fucking know. Like if you take spanking off the table, and I do understand there are certain legislations where, you know, they look at parents that are abusive and they spank their kid every time, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the child that steals money from his parents, right? Like, that is a very serious thing that when you do as a kid, it has very little repercussions, but when you do it as an adult, you can end up in prison. So, like, how do you teach a child that what he did is so severe, is so beyond the pale that they should never do it again? Like, what sort of punishment should be severe enough, right? And of course, in some cases, like in some countries, it's okay to spank, but in other countries, it's considered illegal. So my question is, like, okay, if it's illegal, then call the cops, right? Like, that's the only other alternative. Kids don't understand the true value of money. Well, yeah, but, like, you have to make it understand them. It's not about the money that's the problem, right? The problem is that they're committing a crime. Like, if you do that as a result, you end up in prison. It ruins your life. Like, if you do not teach your kids that at least this lesson. Like, this should be the bare minimum. Kids only steal if they're hungry? Like what? Hungry for loot in gacha games? Like, again, you know, like, they steal money and, like, we're not talking about the kid that steals money to buy a loaf of bread, alright? We're talking about a kid that steals money to purchase a World of Warcraft account. Or to buy some Riot skins at League of Legends or some shit. If your child stole money to buy HRT, you'd be called abusive for spanking. Well, apparently, they were planning this law in the UK. I don't know if they actually ended up passing it or not. But like, if your spouse wants to transition and you refuse to give them money, that is abuse. So basically, no, like, think about it this way, right? Like if you want to become a woman and your wife doesn't want to give you money for that, right? Because like, she married a man, but during marriage you change your gender and you now want to become a woman, and your wife is like, no. Right? Like, I'm not a lesbian. Well, apparently that's abuse. That's a false equivalency? What is a false equivalency? You're laughing, but like, imagine that this is the morality that the wise people that are trying to pass legislation in certain countries are coming to the conclusion.
Here comes a new challenger.
Damn, they really gave her like that really cute beauty mark on her belly.
Round one.
His name is Jedi? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You like Star Wars in 2023? What the fuck is wrong with you? I feel disgusted even having to play with you. Why did the matchmaking even give me you as an opponent? You like Star Wars. Holy shit. Can you imagine, chat? Like, who likes Star Wars in this day and age? Like, did you not see what Kathleen Kennedy did to the franchise? Huh? Do you have no respect for yourself? Like, you should demand better quality entertainment. What? I think, like, I did psychic damage to him, chat. Like, he just had to rethink his entire life. It's like, yeah, good question. Why am I called a Jedi? What's the last good Star Wars movie that I seen? Ah, my bad. What? Bruh. Riot Johnson is a disgrace, yeah. Well, a disgrace are people that have their name Jedi. Like, how detached must you be? What? Is that safe on fucking block? Okay, well fine, you won the match, I guess. I need to learn more about the game. This is the second time I tried to punish her spiral arrow. And it turns out that it's safe on block. I think, like, if you do it from a certain distance, in 6 it is. I know that in the other game, in 5, it wasn't safe on block, so this is the reason for me fucking it up. Ah well. Maybe I can still win it, but it's unlikely. Ah, I did win it. See, if your name was a Jedi, maybe you'd have had a better chance. You'd have had enough self-esteem to believe in yourself. But I hope this day is losing money. Oh my god. Did she try a cannon spike? Oh, I got the 7 win streak. I guess like the only time I lose is when I'm fighting against bullshit characters. Like if I'm fighting against the Honda, Blanca, JP, like shit that it's not that they're broken. It's just it's not even bad matchups. I just hate fighting against them, I guess. American Outlier said this something. I can't read it right now. I'll do my best. In my opinion, these people allowed shrinks convince the masses that spankings are bad when the shrinks just project their animosity toward disciplinary actions as a kid themselves. I think there is something to that. Yeah, we'll discuss it in a bit. Yeah, I think like so like even in the animal kingdom, like if you look at it, you know, like the mama dog, every now and then, you know, like it might nip the pup, like gently bite its ear or something. Like this is evolutionary nature, is what I mean. But there are, you know, like to pretend that there aren't patterns that aren't abusive and they don't exaggerate. That's also false, right? I mean, there is like the drug pattern that comes home is annoyed that the kid is hungry, that they have to, you know, prepare something to eat, so they take it out on the kid. Like that is also true. Like that is happening. So, oh, come on, let me get my diamond rank. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. I'm sorry for picking on the fact that your name is Jedi. God. What's the deal with blocking part of chat? I don't fucking know, man. It's the default. Okay, like you start the YouTube stream, it's just like the way it is. Just like, stop picking on me. I don't block anyone on purpose. Go to YouTube and complain. Try to unblock. Oh shit. What? Let me step on you, Cam. Let me step on you. Win against your next opponent, I'll donate 50. Is this the next opponent, or? Because I can win against Gabby. You know, if you put it like that, I would probably not win because I would feel the pressure. Look, when Derfo said that he's going to give me 50, I immediately got a perfect. Alright, fine, Derfo. You know what? I'll assume that this is not the opponent you are talking about, so. If I get a JP, I'll be upset. I wasn't trying to pick on you. I was just complaining about this new UI. Do that. They put right in front of the text. Oh, okay. No, the thing is, like, live chat and real chat, I don't even know the difference.
Here comes a new challenger.
This one's hard, Derfo. This one's hard. Does it have to be this round, or if I win the next round, it counts? Oh my god. See? This is the problem with Zangief. Ah, shit, Zangief. Zangief, I'm motivated by financial interest. There we go. There we go. Therefore, my hand is in your pocket right now. Oh my god. Does he have modern controls? How the fuck did he do that? What? Ow. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, at least he got it off early, because later it does more damage, so... Sadness. Does this even do damage if I got it like this from the corner? Probably not. Might have actually did a little bit. What the fuck? Ugh. It's in the back. There we go, Darth. You motivated me. You got me through Diamond. What? What? I thought that... Holy shit, I thought that after Platinum, I thought that after Platinum 4 stars is Diamond, but apparently there's another star. Oh, fuck. Why did it cancel? I really don't like this version of Zangief in this game. So they buffed the damage on his pile driver, which is fine. But every time you land a command grab, it's setting you full screen, right? So you can't do your mix up anymore. Like, I guess that's what they didn't like. So you have to now get in again, which, okay, alright. But, he doesn't have good anti-air. Like, he's got almost no anti-air options against the cross-up. I thank you, therefore. I didn't expect that I would actually get the money, but I really appreciate it. It's going to go to my video game. I mean, I didn't expect I would make 50 bucks on this stream. That's what I wanted to say. Mash, 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 mash. Why couldn't I do like this? See, when I was under pressure for getting 50 bucks, I wasn't playing like this. I'm having a lot of good matches this morning. I'm really ass hurt about the platinum thing. I expected that it would be diamond after 4 stars, but no, I know that the punch has armor, but I thought that the drive impact would go through it. That money will increase to pixels on anime waifu. Unironically, like, when I tell people that my game costs around $30,000, they refuse to believe it. Or they're saying that I'm stupid because I'm paying too much. Okay, so the guy developing $2,500 above. To get the art, just one single art, it's 300 bucks and 200 more bucks for the animation. So that's like 500 bucks, and you want like 20 or 30 art pieces in the game. A succubus, like, just, you know, like the visual novel type of thing where she's just staying there and giving the dialogue, another 300 bucks. The website, the marketing, you know, because you want to buy ads, that costs money. And then sound effects, music, composer, money, pixel art. Like if you get a 9-frame pixel art, right? So just the succubus moving around, that's like 9 frames down, 9 frames up. If you do 9 frames left, you can just reverse it, mirror it, and it does like 9 frames, right? But that's basically like 100 images, right? Like 100 frames that need to be hand drawn and edited. Another 300 bucks. You want to have like at least 4 succubi in the game that is the main character, and if I get like 2 or 3 more NPCs, that's like 7. That's where the money is going, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh my god, well, you pay 30 grand and the game doesn't look like... Okay, are you in the industry? Do you know how it's supposed to look? Like, just asking, you know. It is what it is. The thing is, like, if it was cheaper, then everyone would make it. Like, it'd have a lot more video games. I'm making an RPG, Steph. No, it's I can't talk about YouTube where I'll advertise it, but it's going to be appropriate. Oh, and then there's body involved in the licensing and distribution. Like when you deal with artists, you want them to sign a contract. The legal takes money. Like it's very expensive. In fact, like 30K, maybe lowballing it. Yeah, of course I'm going to spend on marketing. Probably not a lot. I think like maybe $1,000 on marketing should be enough. But it is important, right? Because like if you make the best game ever and no one knows about it, then what's the point? Let's hope AI will make game development easier. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. The thing is, like, game development being made easier is not necessarily a good thing. A lot of shovelware titles can ruin the industry. Diamond 2 stars? Okay, well, I'll probably lose this one. Holy shit. I'm fighting against Diamond 2 stars. I don't think I ever fought against Diamond 2 stars before. Well, apparently he's not that good, so... Jeez. Is this what they do at Diamond 2 stars? Do they mash shurikens and wake up? Does it work? Is it a good tactic? Ow. A lot of wake up options, I see. Ow. This guy loves spamming drive impact for some reason. You get to Diamond 2 stars doing playing like this. Whoa. Jesus. The way this guy is playing, it's like, you shouldn't play like this at diamond level. What the fuck? Like, if you see that you're doing wake up Shoryuken and the guy blocks it, and then you do it again and the guy blocks it, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should hold the block button. I'm just saying, you know, it's another option that you can have. Like, he's playing so fucking aggressively for no fucking reason whatsoever. Like, calm down, dude. Jesus. Shoryuken. Why would you do that on wake up? What if I just grabbed you, dumbass? We're fighting against Judy. I got dive kick. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now you're in burnout state. Look what you did to yourself. A bit selfish, but I like my skill set being in demand. Easiest game there would also be trying to social justice crap, yes. It's not selfish to want your skill set to be in demand, what the fuck? Is he playing with modern control? Wow. Okay. Well, that was bound to happen. The fuck? Again, the fact that this guy is diamond to stars is an ever-growing puzzle to me. Yeah, he got boosted. The fuck is he doing? What? Why is he parrying from that distance? I'm not Dalsim. I'm not going to teleport next to you. What the f... Does he even know how to counter a drive impact? Like, I haven't seen him do it once. Oh shit. I should have actually taken that out more seriously. Is this how he wins? Like he plays like a buffoon and people stop taking him seriously, so he wins like that? Sucks waiting on art department. Yes, I know. Jesus Christ. Sucks waiting on the animation department. That's another problem. Okay, maybe I should take him a little bit seriously. Yeah, now we're in burnout as well. See, you could have taken advantage of the fact that I'm in burnout and you're not, but no. It's not the meta, I guess. Just like people telling me this is what and how I would do it. But then when you tell them why when they make their own, they get mad about it. That's a good fucking point. I got like so many people. And I usually don't talk about this, but there's so many people like DMing me. And they're telling me like, this is how you need to make the game. Because otherwise, it's not going to sell. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Such arrogance. Holy shit. Like, you know, like they see a game that's made, which is, I guess, like what they're a fan of, you know, like. And then it's basically like they want to make their own game with your money. That's what pisses me off the most, you know. Because they don't comment, like, give you an advice. Because that's fine, you know. It's like, okay, well, I would like if I see this in the game. But no. They're like, you either do it my way or the game won't sell. And what the fuck are you, man? Don't listen to them. Of course I'm not listening to them. If they want, they can spend $30,000 and make their own fucking game. Like, don't make the succubi deadly. Allow a succubi to be a waifu. Allow them to... It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Not to mention, like, they're only... Oh, my favorite part is, like, don't use the same artist to draw all the succubi. Like, you use another artist. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how do I even approach that? Regardless of what they say, even if it's solid advice on marketing, etc., only you can gain the experience and learn for yourself. No, like, if it's solid advice... no, okay. My point isn't that I'm upset about the advice that I'm getting, right? Like you can give whatever advice you want, that's fine, you know, because I'm open to it. If I were not open to it, I would close my DMs. That's not the issue. The issue is when you're coming to me and you're acting like, if I don't do what you're saying, then threat. You know, like, then the game will not sell. The game will never be popular if you do not do what I'm telling you. And I'm like, dude, That's very disrespectful, you know? It's like, shut the fuck up. A glut of subpar games flooded the market, making it hard to find good stuff. Yes. Anyway, right. Thank you guys for watching it. I appreciate the donations. And I will see you probably later tonight. Maybe I can do a political stream. Take care.